This is one of them crazy situations again. This is a broadcasting company. They sold out to another company and they consolidated all of their radio stations into one building. Look at that tower. Isn't that crazy? So basically we are emptying out this building, and over the years they added on and added on and added on and added on. It's kind of like a maze. You wouldn't believe the amount of eBay stuff we're gonna get out of this. I don't use the mind-blowing thing again, but it's a lot. This is a grand slam out of the park kind of a situation. There is so much valuable stuff in here. I love this stuff. I was wired for this. I'm a scavenger, and this is like I just won the scavenger lottery, you know, it's incredible. So this is basically a building. They broadcasted 6 different most popular radio stations out of this building here for the last 30 years. So we started out the day with me dropping Mike's coffee. We'll do this first. I'm sorry. So it took us 15 minutes to figure out where to find a mop. There's no mop here. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, so this happens frequently. We show up to a job and we have competition, okay? We shouldn't have any competition, but what happens is we get put in kind of a precarious situation because we gave them a really killer price on doing the junk removal because we're getting the stuff. Well, then we show up and there's someone carting stuff away and putting it in their car. Okay, these guys did put a few things in their truck. I don't know what it was. I didn't pay attention, so I just figured we were in that scenario. Very gently, we try to figure out and stand our ground. So you're going to see as we're walking through, we're being kind of hush-hush because now we have competition here. These guys are here and they're taking stuff out and we don't know why. Big Mama and the Wild Bunch. Okay, this right here, we'll put this, take this back. I'll tell you what, follow me. I'm gonna get some of this. I want to get some of this shit out of here before they take it. Guys, follow me. See if it's unplugged. So take all those and go put them on your truck. Now what about this? You got a load of shit up there. Oh my God. I want you to get this taken apart and see what's involved. Okay, just this one. Then all the wires, I want to put them into a bin. We're going to scrap them. Our 55E broadcast mix board, they sell for between $500 and $2,000. But these are mounted to these. So keyboards. Chef Boyardee. So these are worth between $500 and $2,000 a piece. So we're going to have to figure out how to take these apart so that we don't damage them. The Louisville Strugger Museum and Souvenir. Okay, here you go. Go ahead, start it in here. Let's get all this shit out of here before they recognize us here. And then all these things, they're power systems, they'll work. So look at this, it's got some pretty cool desk parts here. Whoa, pretty rough though. So what is this? Look at this. Sheriff Marciano. Gosh, there's a lot of these. Yeah, let's bring them back. What the hell? How do you get them back in there? Just these things. I bought some of these before for my stuff. It's expensive as shit. So really the mother load of this thing here is getting the garbage can. So all this stuff, maybe it's worth some stuff. I'm gonna donate this stuff to the church. This could make my office look better, huh?
Uh-huh. I kinda like the paint job.
Oh, I wouldn't talk about the paint job. Smart ass. What's in that thing?
Uh-oh. Jackpot.
Mm-hmm. It's making a good noise.
Oh yeah, dude, like $2.50.
Dude, you know you're winning when you found that. It's funny they're putting paper clips in there too. Hell yeah. Got to get some fun stuff in here. All right, so we'll go back into here. Yeah, that's in good shape. Well, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Stuff like this, you just don't know. I have sold so much of this stuff over the years, mainly when we were doing stuff up in Charlotte, North Carolina. We found all kinds of stuff. So I just got to make sure they get the power cords with all that stuff. Mike is he's really good at taking stuff apart. So we'll have him do the majority of this. Look, on air, recording.
Those are really cool.
Muy bueno. Let's look at this. Is that dust? Just dust? It looks like it's in pretty good shape, right? Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to have the guys bring the soundboards back. I'm delightfully surprised that when we look these up, normally if I look up 10 of them, one of them's worth some money. It's worth some like $2 or $3 or $4 or $500. Some of them are very rare situations, and a lot of times this is just completely outdated technology, but you don't know until you look it up. So this isn't good enough condition. We'll bring this back. So basically in this office, pretty much everything in here is good. So the chair, the desk we could resell. The cadenza, basically a lateral filing cabinet. The chairs are in pretty good shape. This is in good shape. This little sign's in good shape. So we'll repurpose a bunch of this stuff. This will all go to the shop. That's in good enough shape that we'll go ahead and save it. This came from one of the other offices. Remember the easy button? See if it still works. It's worn out. So looky here. Somebody gave these guys a Rockstar cooler. So that'll become part of our stuff. There you go. We'll take that back. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but that's something to take back. All right, so this couch, let's take a good look at it. Got a little bit of damage on it. We'll take that back because you can put some cream on that and it'll look good. 96K rock. There you go, baby. There you go. Chair's in pretty good shape, but God, honest truth, we've had them before and we can't sell them. So we will take back this. Speakers. Both those chairs are in great shape. Okay, back in. Oh, here's our blue tape. Yay!
There's a hidden find in here I think is really cool.
So there is a hidden find in here. In here?
Uh-huh.
Is there? What is it? Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. So this stuff right here, you just never know. You never know. Matter of fact, I did not put the blue on that. Look at this.
I know. It's a
Wow. So this is a replica. And then you know what's in here. Oh, check this out. I think it's a bobblehead.
Uh-huh. Custom made bobblehead for him.
Oh, there you go. Just like Bill Clinton. Now, hey, there's Stan. Stan's nervous today. He doesn't. What are they doing with my office? What are they doing? Why get out of my office? What are you doing? That's my stuff. And if you're ever a little low on rubber bands, interesting, huh? Wonder what's in the other ones. Here's Trivia Pursuit. Trivia Pursuit. I wonder if they use this online just to do different contests with. Okay, so stuff like this, you just never know. You never know. And then, and then you got the guava mustard. The guava mustard, you never know what that's all about. So let's just check it out and see. There are so many DVDs, so many VCR tapes. It's just amazing. So look at, here we go, CD changer. There you go. You got the center speaker and the side speaker that goes on the sides here. We'll bring all that back.
Dude, it's a full set of AirPod Pros right here. They are initialed.
Are they? Is that a big deal?
It's like $200.
We'll put that in my pocket.
$200, big deal.
Okay, here's another stand. There's a lot of stands in this area. Somebody's got their own little curate going on in here, huh? Honestly, these cubicles look kind of like they've been a little Mickey Mouse together. They're not really set up as cubicles. They're more or less dividers. So when you're dealing with cubicles, they can be very valuable. They wouldn't be very hard to deal with, but I think that they're going to keep these and use these somewhere. If they don't use them somewhere, I think because we are not that busy, we will take them and we will take them apart and we will repurpose them. I sold a bunch of these up in Charlotte, and I got a lot of money for them. So the amount of wire is insane. This place has wire everywhere. So what's it going to be? I don't know, probably $300 worth of wires after we cut all the ends off of it.
Man, I'm glad we got our new Vever wire stripper.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. This must be somebody's motivation board. A good laugh and a long run are two best cures for anything. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Check this out. It's the kissing booth. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so this one's in good shape. We'll take this. These chairs are in good shape. Well, not really. I don't know what. These are crazy f***ing heavy. That's curious. Wonder what that is.
Yeah, it is for the tower. High voltage, like adapter.
Are they worth anything? 200, they're brass. This is a big enough monitor, right? There you go, that Dyson. So that one's messed up. So that's scrap. No on that. So this is all scrap metal. Trash, trash, trash. All these desks. Look at all them cords. Look at all this paper. My gosh, we could start a hell of a fire. Ooh, I keep cracking ass. What the hell? Hard to sell this stuff.
Yeah.
Such a shame. Such a shame. Okay, a small conference table. See, like this right here. Radio sales training system. Howard Stern. Here's Lynette Landers. Ooh, she's got one of these. Yeah, this is something I don't have. I need to get one this year. I'm actually gonna have a Christmas thing here. Wow, everywhere you go, there's more and more and more. Oh wow, look over here. It just never ends. I'm not soundproofing in it.
Sound delay.
Dude, I bet this box is worth.
Yeah, right?
Are those just coolers? Are they fridges?
Little coolers, actually, yeah, no, they might be coolers.
Booty, 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 booty. So Mike, how hard was it to get that out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chairs will be last. We want to get the booty. Go get all the stuff that looks really, really nice. Coffee. Yeah, what about the stuff in here? You guys taking all this stuff? Boy, that is mega coaxial table. So check this out. That's got copper inside of it. I wonder if our stripper will pull this thing apart or not.
That's
our little
wild.
wimpy stripper. So right here, this would be a mega scrap metal find. Every one of these is going to have some gold, some silver in it. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with all this stuff, if it's going or staying, but we're going to take it. Notice this right here, this is copper. So not sure that why that's on the floor, but we might take that with us. So look at this thing here. So what do you think? What do you think that's worth? It's a spectrum analyzer. $1,800, $2,100 on eBay. Now those are asking prices. This one's $400, $175, $1,100. They're all over the place. Check that out. There's a mother load of wire. We won't be stripping that though, but it's money. Money, money, money. Money. You know what? I'm gonna hang these up in the shop. They're banners. You know what? This is in very good condition. Hey, somebody's got all their change in here. Well, they say every penny's worth 3.5 cents now.
If it's for a certain date, right?
Oh, they probably...
1989?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Ooh, there's a quarter in here. Big money, baby. That's funny. I can't help myself. I seriously need therapy. So check this out. Chainsaw. Isn't that something? I love it, 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 I love it. Here, don't lose my chainsaw. I have a Louisville Slugger, which we're gonna add to our demolition stuff, and
I'm sure.
we're gonna have to put it in the frunk. There's the frunk. So this is turning out to be just a mother load of stuff. Now, if you're not set up to do this like we are, well, actually, you could do it yourself. You just got to take the time. Since there's so much stuff, you have a tendency to want to take shortcuts and stuff. It's like you're kind of overwhelmed with everything. You see how excited and how I'm going every which direction. I lose my mind in places like this. So, you know, to me, you know, there's 100,000 things in that place that's worth $1. So the question is what do you have to do to collect your $1 from everything in there? Well, that's just not realistic. So what you do is you try to take the stuff that's worth something and you try to get it out, because what happens when this happens is they tell their employees, hey, you can have whatever you want, because at this point it's just junk, which is fine. But what happens is they're going to take all this stuff and put it in their garage. And then over the period of months and years, they're ending up going to give a little bit of it away, and the majority of it's just going to end up in the trash anyway. So the procedure that we're going to do with this, we're going to look it up, put it on eBay, put it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and try to find an owner for it. And so at any rate, what will happen is all the really expensive stuff will end up in their garages and end up getting thrown away. That's my opinion, because I've done enough junk removal to know. So when we come into a situation like this, we're already told, take everything, it's all trash. So in our opinion, it all belongs to us, okay? So if you're with Beasley in that, I'm not trying to offend you or nothing, I'm just saying that you basically, once we start the junk removal, everything in there is ours. So we gave you a better price because we're gonna take that stuff and repurpose it. So how much money is in here so far? Let me think on that. So here we go, we got all this stuff coming back from this radio station. There were 6 radio stations in there. The engineers were there taking all this stuff apart. All of it's supposed to work. So basically we're just gonna put all this stuff on eBay and see what it's worth. All right, so here we are. We're unloading all this stuff from this radio stations. They had 6 radio stations in that one building. Did you notice the printers? So the printers are too complicated. I've tried selling printers over the years, never had any luck. So off to the scrap pile for those. This thing right here, I noticed it wasn't plugged in. We get it back to the shop and it wasn't working. So it needed a little charge. So we charged it up and sold it for $450. These are all the radio station components. These are the things that are in the big server racks and that they transmit to that big tower. So that is that generator comes with a solar panel, charges by the solar panel. So it's pretty cool. About $700 thing, sold in a day for like $300. All of these different components, been getting them. I don't really recognize them. I don't get them enough to really become familiar with them, but I do know that they sell. And we have sold about 25 of them so far. That yellow thing there, that's an elevator motor. We did a whole 40-yard dumpster there of all those filing cabinets, and what a shame. There's just no market for filing cabinets or desks right now. There's just not. There's too many, I guess there's too many businesses that are closing. So we're not completely finished here, but we're out filming, and this is how much stuff the guys had got up until this point. So all that stuff's gone, everything off the walls, and we're almost done. So this was a very unique situation, and you know, it's funny is a lot of times we make a deal with people, we give them a better price for the job, and then their employees and stuff don't know about that, and they come in and start picking at stuff. So we thought that was what was going on, when in fact these guys were actually helping us out. They were taking that stuff apart for us to help us, which was very cool. My guesstimate on this, wire components, everything is going to be $30,000. Now, we've sold a bunch of this stuff, but we still got a lot to sell. And you can see all this stuff on eBay if you want to see it for yourself. Just go into eBay and look for Reuse It Pros. We'll have the link in the description. We hope you have subscribed, and we love bringing you this content, showing you this crazy stuff, these things that we do that are not very usual. And we'll see you on the next video.